Welcome to Future Successors podcast, where the future is now. My name is Alex, and I'm here with Robyne Gordon. She is a senior manager of Tidal. So, I have a few questions for you.
Sure.
Basically, first question: What do you define in success? What you think that success really is?
So, Alex, had you asked me that question about 10 years ago, I would say success is in total getting to the bag. It was all about money for me. My definition of success has changed. It's about having a healthy balance between work, family, and play. And once I hit that sweet spot, I am successful.
All right. So, what is like beyond all your work? So, what is like the point that you really most love about your job beyond work, like beyond work, other than work? What is you enjoy about your you just like outside of work? Are you like, oh, I'm so glad that the work's over, or are you like, oh, like are you like work? Like I'm like I don't want to go back in there. I just want to go back in there.
So what do I enjoy doing other than work?
Other than like work.
I really love to eat. Sometimes eat things I cook. Most times eat things other people cook. So I really love to like get into different cuisines. And I like, this is going to sound really simple, but I just like to kick it and laugh. And I've gained a real appreciation for that when you have experienced things in life that are not so fun, or the stress and anxieties around being successful or having the career or maintaining the career that you've always wanted, and you get it. The simple pleasures are what I really enjoy. And sometimes that's as simple as sitting on my porch in the West End, having something in my cup that I'm enjoying, and eating and laughing with friends.
All right. So, whenever, what was the biggest friendship that you've created?
So I started my career at Kilpatrick Townsend, which is an international law firm with an office based here in Atlanta. And there I was in the intellectual property litigation group. I met some amazing women that were at first just like colleagues and people I would go to for questions, or they may come my way. And now they are sister friends. Like I'm the godmother of one of their, children, and I can't imagine my life without them. So through that experience, I've gained friends who are also my board of directors. I have a issue at work or just need to vent or run something by them, and they're like their home team for me. Very much family.
Okay. So basically, I've seen that you work in southeast DeKalb High School. So have you worked anywhere else other than that place?
So that is actually Southwest DeKalb High School in Decatur, Georgia, which is where I attended high school. I do actually want to teach at some point in life. I'm not sure, but I've never taught there. That high school is the way that I got introduced to the music industry. How old are you, Alex?
I'm 14.
14. So actually your age. I was playing trumpet in the marching band, French horn and concert band, and also was on the dance team. And through that experience, I had my first international trip to Nice, France, to perform in the Carnival of Nice, performed in the Olympic Games, and I got to see the business of music outside of just people performing and playing instruments. And that is where I knew that somehow, some way, I'm going to be in the music industry based off of my experience in high school at Southwest DeKalb.
Okay. So you said that you work for the music industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So basically, what in the music industry, what was your biggest up and what was your biggest down? And how'd you overcome it?
I like to think I've not experienced my biggest up in the industry. One of the things I'm most proud of are the genuine relationships I've made in the industry from people who are what we call like the BTS execs, so behind the scene of some of your favorite rapper's rapper, your favorite soul, neo soul artist, R&B. Like these are the people that have been making things happen in the industry for years. I'm really happy to have them as people that I can call on as friends. some of the lowest times in the industry are sometimes still very much real. Being a Black woman in a culture forward environment where most of the decisions are being made by white executives is tough. You just have to constantly pick your battles, know how you want to play something, like the mind games you have to play with yourself of getting, just like you had to prepare for this interview, the way I'm preparing for meetings or discussions can be very mentally taxing, especially when you really want to say, like, look, just do it because I said so. And that doesn't necessarily work, especially when you are not speaking to an audience that is innately clued into what you mean when you speak of the culture.
All right. So how do you, whenever you're teaching your students, if you teach students, like, don't you teach students?
No.
You don't teach students?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let's do that interview in like 5 years.
All right. So basically you're planning to teach students.
At some point in life, I'd like to teach, because teachers have been such a huge part of why I am who I am, just the exposure and the way that they've poured into you. And a lot of my family, including like my father, my aunts, my great aunts, cousins, they're all teachers, and I just have so much respect for that profession.
Okay. Now we're ending up in our the last few questions I have, because I cannot think of any more.
You're doing a good job, Alex.
So basically, if you could choose one profession over your profession right now, what would you choose?
So it's interesting that you ask me that. The gentleman who was interviewed before me currently holds a role as chief of staff at Morehouse. And that position is very intriguing to me because it feels like you put your hands in a lot of different pots. You're never bored, and you're constantly being intellectually challenged. So my next move would be something that allows me to be all of those things, but with an entertainment backdrop, so that it's something I naturally consume. You know, music is a soundtrack of my life. Entertainment, TV and film is also an industry that I've been in for a while prior to joining Tidal. And if I could get the culmination of all of those things, so I'm close to the art, like close to the creatives, and helping them do their craft. Maybe it's in chief of staff. Maybe it's in something that I don't know about yet. So somebody needs to call me and make it make sense.
Okay. So if this question is like the easiest of them all and the most simple.
Okay.
What's your favorite color?
Leopard.
Leopard. All right. So that's all the time we have. Thank you for contributing to another successful podcast.
Thank you for having me, Alex. I appreciate you.
All right. My name is Alex, and I'm signing out.